I spit rhymes, man don't lie. 2-2 step then the next fly. Dip in the shit sure is. Ask little bro if you think that I'm lying. Them man hate cause your man so fly. Like Tetsu J1s and I'm nice. I thought my bedroom wasn't.
Game 2 of the Western Conference semifinals. The Houston Rockets come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Timberwolves. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue, coming right up.
On tap tonight, NBA playoff action continues. So the Rockets win the tip. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Julius Randle is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. So the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ballgame. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Conley against VanVleet. Three-pointer. Here's Randle. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
You know, they like Randle to be an offensive presence in the paint. They want him to be an option on every possession.
From 20 feet out. Minnesota with the rebound.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
And it's good. 2 points.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Here's Durant. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
And the defense has to be aware of KD at all times, especially when he's hovering around that mid-range.
It's Edwards on the wing. And finished off by Edwards.
Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Durant just inside the line. Randle grabs the board.
Well, the defense was giving him that one, but he made the shot more difficult than it needed to be. You got to play smart.
For Houston, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. McDaniels gets a wide-open look, and Edwards with the stuff.
Well, as a scorer, Edwards finds his points in so many ways.
In the corner, Şengün with it. VanVleet outside. And a miss there on the triple. For Minnesota, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Out of bounds, Houston takes possession. And on the screen now is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of this postseason's assist leaders. Alperen Şengün is number 1. And here are the Rockets. And this group looking so confident here in the postseason. Just cruising so far. Going 5 games straight, undefeated.
And this is a team that isn't just looking at going deep in the playoffs. They want the ultimate reward that only comes after 16 wins. The way they are playing right now, they are clearly in contention to go all the way.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Randle outside. Back to Conley. That's to McDaniels. 6 on the shot clock. Randle with a screen for McDaniel. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Durant for 3. Offensive rebound. From deep. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against 1 mate.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Fires the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Durant's got 5 minutes.
And that's a scary sight for the defense. The last thing you want is for Durant to find his rhythm from downtown.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Steven Adams, he's checked in for the Rockets. Tari Eason comes in for Jabari Smith. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Randall kicks to McDaniels. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota. Houston's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Kept alive. Outside for Durant. Eason with a screen for Durant. Over Randall. And Durant can't get that one to fall. Minnesota's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Control from outside.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
Pass to Durant. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Stolen by Van Vliet. Eason gets a wide open look. Off target from outside. Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Gobert finds Edwards. Randall with the ball. 5 to shoot. Gobert with a screen for Randall. And the 3 ball is good. He has 7.
Yeah, an underrated ball handler. Randall can beat you off the dribble. He keeps pressure on the defense.
Here's Durant. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Conley with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding.
So for the Rockets, Dorian Finney-Smith checked in for Durant, and Shepard subbed in for Thompson. Here's Shepard. 41 seconds left in the first quarter. The Rockets again can't hit. And so it's Ingles with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. 4-point game. They come into this game after losing on Saturday.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
So it's Minnesota now, following the score by Houston. No coverage that time. Edwards got 9.
Where doesn't Edwards score from? Even in the mid-range, he makes shots.
And it's Shepard missing. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll return shortly. And we welcome you back to 2K Sports coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. The guards are Van Vliet and Shepard. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets.
And acting like a seasoned vet out here, Smith running the pick and roll. How about the timing on that pass?
Here's Ingles. Still yet to score. And it's blocked by Şengün. No one near Shepard as he lets it go. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Şengün against Reed. Off to DiVincenzo. Ingles with a screen on Van Vliet. He was all alone on that one. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 5 now for the Timberwolves. Here's Shepard. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Şengün's got 3 assists tonight. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. So for the Rockets, Kevin Durant comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Here's Sensabaugh. And out of bounds is the Rockets' main possession. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Şengün. Back to Durant. Smith with a screen on Ingles. That ties the game. Durant's got 9.
And with the right partner, Durant is an unstoppable force in that pick and roll. It's a very high percentage play when he's running.
And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck to beat here. It's just not his night.
It's stolen by Edwards. And again, Minnesota will turn it over. Gobert, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Mike Conley comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here's Şengün. Conley with it. He's picked up by KD.
Well, the leadership and steadiness Mike Conley brings to his team can't be overstated. A true locker room leader and a vet who sets a great tone out on the floor.
And he's good on the second. Rockets have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Shepherd. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Kevin Durant, number 1. Alperen Şengün is second.
And whether it's been attacking off the bounce or pulling up, both these guys have been lighting it up. And really, as solid as he's been at the line, I had already chalked those points up. Goes to show you, though, don't take anything for granted.
Conley scanning the floor. Pass to Edwards. Lets it go with the 3. Look at Edwards slotting home the 3.
Well, we've seen this movie before. Edwards is rolling, and his energy right now is infectious.
And Durant gets it to go.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Conley with it. He's picked up by KD. And the wide open shot from Reed. Out to Edwards. That 3 off the mark.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Oh, here's Edwards. He's got 12.
Well, that's his 3rd three-pointer in this game, and 2 of those came in the second, so he might be heating up.
Şengün with a screen on Ingles. KD can't get it to go.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for the Rockets. Tari Eason comes in for Jabari Smith. Timberwolves also changing it up. Ando comes in for Naz Reid. And it's McDaniels in for Joe Ingles. Timberwolves leading by 5. Ando outside. For 3, Edwards. The rebound by Steven Adams. Rockets have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. It's going to send Kevin Durant to the line. That's on Jaden McDaniels. And the Timberwolves making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
Conley's shot is off.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Over Gobert. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. It's a close game here in Houston. Now DiVincenzo to the middle. Gobert down low. It's up against Thompson. A second chance effort. Gobert trying to get open. And finished off by Gobert.
Well, it's like Gobert's got magnets in his hands. He's led the league in rebounding before in his career.
Fades away. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him. And 1:01 left to play here in the half. On the wing, DiVincenzo. He's covered by Thompson. Gobert with a screen for McDaniel. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Now it's a 6-point Timberwolves lead.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Again, the miss by KD.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Randall. Lets it go from 11. And no good that time. Adams, some nice D. Shepard, the pass to KD. Again, Durant missing. It's tipped and stolen by Thompson. It's Durant on the wing. Shoots over McDaniel. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
Yeah, really a perfect play to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Greetings, everybody. It's Game 2, and things are a little rocky right now for the Houston Rockets.
Even teams that have great shooters have to be selective. They're hucking it up from beyond the arc, hoping for the best. And it reminds me of my free throws. Almost, mostly bricks.
It's like they went to the O'Neal three-point shooting academy.
Very funny.
Looking at the scenario for the Houston Rockets. They were able to hold serve in Game 1, but they'll need that same effort to make the most of their home court edge.
Yeah, don't get comfortable. It's only one game. And it was a game that they were supposed to win.
Yeah, but you got a great chance to take a commanding lead in this series, Shaq. You could go up 2-0, and I don't see them losing the series.
Some big expectations on this Game 2. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
There must be ice water in his veins. Such an important game, and he plays superb basketball in that opening half.
Yeah, kind of what you expect from a guy of his caliber. Don't be surprised if his second half is just as good.
On the court for Minnesota, Conley and Edwards are the guards. McDaniels is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Conley. Now, here's McDaniels. Randall from outside. Nailed from three-point land. Randall's got 10 points.
And helping the team space the floor there. Randall with so much more confidence now from the outside.
Smith the pass to Şengün. Now here's Thompson. Back to Şengün. It's stolen by Gobert. Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got the lead up to 7 now for Minnesota.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Thompson against Edwards. Randle down low. He's off on that one. Excellent defense there from Smith. Outside Durant, the 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Edwards kicks to Gobert. Edwards passes to Gobert. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, when Gobert has the ball, it just seems like defenders are plastered to him.
This is his first free throw of the game. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Houston. Now here's Van Vliet. Still without a basket. Here's Şengün. His three-pointer's off the mark.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter.
And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out and taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. You look at Reed, a great player, second in the league. And, of course, Şengün.
And they've both been extremely hot from the floor. Great timing on their part to get it going in the postseason.
Rockets trail by 10. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
In the corner, Finney-Smith with it. They need this. Rebound, Minnesota. Randall's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Over in the corner, Edwards. Bullseye from the corner, Edwards.
And by no means does Edwards take a lot of corner threes, but he will knock them down from there.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Smith against Randall. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First trip to the line for him here. And he knocks down the first one.
And something that's already interesting about Jabari Smith is his versatility, scoring from beyond the arc or at the mid-range. He can get points a number of ways.
Now here's Edwards, who's got 20. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. That's a 2 from Smith. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist. Şengün's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Ingles. Conley against Van Vliet. That's it go from 11. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Randall with the bucket.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Highly skilled and intuitive. You know, Şengün is a handful. This is where some people compare him to a Jokic.
Tari Eason's checked in for Jabari Smith. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Randall kicks to Edwards. From outside, off the mark. Rockets trail by 10. Pulls up. Finney-Smith can't get it to go. Eason against Ingles. Outside Conley. Pass to Edwards. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Şengün's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And the Timberwolves with possession. They're on a 13-5 run here. Strong move inside by Edwards.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Here's Şengün. Another miss by Houston. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They get it back. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of it.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Again, Sengun missing.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
Work in progress for the big man. When Sengun is hitting from the outside, this offense becomes dangerous.
And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That's his third foul of the game. The Rockets making a switch here. Adams checked in, and then for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards. Randall passes to Conley. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Rockets trail by 11. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Thompson, good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
The Timberwolves gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple. And he makes the first. Durant's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
For 3, Durant. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got his third assist on the night. And Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up a foul. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game. He hits both from the stripe.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Here's KD. Durant uses his size in close.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
1 second left. No good on that one. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, he really just helps tie this team together. They know they can count on him to set them up.
Welcome back, everyone. We hope everyone is enjoying their Cinco de Mayo as we get back into NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Smith is out there with Durant, and then there's Steven Adams. Then it's Tari Eason, and it's Van Vliet into the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And the other thing we've seen them do well tonight is draw fouls. Time and time again throughout this game, they won trips to the line and converted.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
Pass to Edwards. Here's Sensabaugh. Shoots over Adams. Rockets with the rebound. Eason's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Lets it go from deep. Outside for Durant. Puts up a 3. Oh, KD buries the 3.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Poked away. Eason with it. Picked up by Edwards. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Eason.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
Sengun's checked in for the Rockets. Mike Conley's checked in for the Timberwolves. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He said to them, keep building this lead, guys. Don't take your foot off the gas. Keep working hard. Run our stuff. guys.
Thanks, David. Tries again. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Minnesota leading by 7. Pass to Sensabaugh. Misses the 3.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And despite the contact, Smith still getting hit.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. It's stolen by Eason. And the dunk by Eason.
And we could have been looking at a 2-possession game, but that was a huge mistake on the turnover. Now, nerves becoming a factor.
Conley for 3. It's rebounded by Houston. KD on the wing. Physical defense. And KD does not blink.
Nothing to see here, folks. Just another tremendous scoring night from Durant.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And he's good on the 3-ball. Edwards got 6 points in the quarter.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Şengün with the bucket.
Owning the moment. Şengün gets those much-needed points.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Pass to Edwards. Now Gobert. Outside Conley. Fires from deep. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
Well, who else but the steady veteran? Mike Conley comes through with the timely bucket.
And the Rockets making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Rockets have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
Their second personal. First team foul. At the line for your Rockets.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Shoots from 12. And again, it's Minnesota.
Takes a lot of control to hit that mid-ranger, and McDaniels has it.
Şengün passes to Smith. Şengün with a screen on Randall. Smith, no luck. Minnesota leading by 4. And here's Edwards. Takes a 3. Connects again from distance.
And he's letting it fly from long range. It's a devastating effect.
And he's now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game. Here's Durant. They get it again. Şengün. Randall with some nice D. And Randall has got the ball here for the Timberwolves. They've led by as many as 14 points. Pass to McDaniels. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Houston. KD's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Smith kicks to Şengün. Shoots the 3. Durant, no good. Minnesota in the lead. Edwards passes to Conley. Randall surveying the D. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Thompson.
And Randall's never been willing to back down from physical play inside. And he's not going to start now.
And he does get the second one. And that stretches their lead to 8.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
Second chance shot. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Nerves of steel, Mr. Sengun.
The free throw dropped for Sengun. Edwards with it. Pass to Conley. And here is McDaniel. Now Edwards. A three. And again for three.
And talk about stepping up. He's having a playoff game these fans won't ever forget.
That last three means he's got the most threes in a single playoff game in franchise history. Durant for three. Goes back up for three. Kept alive by Houston. And so the Timberwolves take the win. Just a massive victory, Greg. Maybe it's overstating it, but I think this was a game they... Thanks so much, David. It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our second round coverage of the NBA Western Conference Playoffs.